Let's go back to our index.php file and modify this a bit more. Let's work with line 35 to see what's our next thing to do. Here, I want to sanitize. I want to clean up this information, just in case there's anything that we don't want in the strings that the users have given us. The way that we're going to do that is by using a built-in PHP function called filterVar. So let's go look for the filterVar documentation now. All right, PHP filterVar. So filterVar filters a variable, whatever variable it is, with a specified filter. Okay, so what are the filters? Well, let's see what the filters could be. There are different types of filters, and the manual page lists these. So here we have validate, sanitize, and other filters. Let's just go through and take a look at the sanitize for now. As you see, the first constant is for an email. And if you scroll down a little more, there's another one for a string. Those are the two that we're going to focus on using right now. So I'm going to go ahead and copy the string, and we'll use that to start with. If we look at how the function is supposed to work, we're going to have to pass it back as a return value to another variable. So let's create that new variable, and I'm going to call it clean, and then name. And then I'm going to set that equal to filter underscore var, and then open and close my parentheses and close my line. The first argument in filterVar is the actual variable that we want to filter, and here it's name. Then we're going to do a comma, and our second argument for filterVar is the constant that tells us what do we want to check with the filterVar. I'm going to paste in that constant to sanitize for a string. Now, I'm going to do this exact same thing several times, except it's not going to be name, it's going to be email, and it's also going to be message. Notice how I'm using capital letters right after the first word. This is the right way to do variable names inside of PHP if we're using the PHP Fig standards, which I like to use. Next, we want to make sure we change our first arguments in each of the filterVars. So here it's going to be email, and the next line down, it's going to be message, or MSG. Now, MSG is going to be a string, and name is going to be a string, but email is an email. So let's go back to our sanitization filters and go back up to the top. Filter, sanitize, email. I'm going to copy this, but look over here at the description. If you notice, it removes all characters except for letters, digits, and other valid email characters. So that's good, strips out all the stuff we don't want. Same thing goes for the string. So the string, it's going to strip out what we don't want, tags or encode special characters. Let's close this out, we don't need it anymore. Head back over to our index and change out this one constant. Paste that in and hit save. Okay, so now when we refresh this and submit information, it's going to actually sanitize our string and our emails. That prepares us to do something with it next when we want to send an email. Let's take a look at that in the next video.